Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, my dudes? Alright. Look at this. Link. What is going on? Oh, boom there. Put it over here. There we go. Yo, what's up, Shane? Yo, 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 yo. Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing well today, brother. Let's see. Neo EOPO, dude. Yeah, I mean, they blew earnings out of the water, so that's good. So, man, even if earnings does great, kind of like Tesla did, right? Like, chip stats, man. Chip stats, bro. Yo, what's up, Joey? What up, Bob? What up, man? What's up, Nick? What up, Rich? Golf clap for arriving to the party. Hey, we're here, baby. We're here. Like, where's Jason? Hey, man, it's called work. The life of the dads, man. The life of the dads. Yo, what's up, Andrew? What up, my what, man? Do you own any DraftKings? Yeah, I do own some DraftKings, Skills, and Gamble. Own all three companies, honestly. Figure I'd take a chunk of all the pies real quick. Figured why not? That's what I did. Yeah, I bought DraftKings a while back. A while back. A long time ago. I shouldn't say like a long time, but probably like somewhere back, like maybe like last August or something like that. I bought it. I haven't bought any since then, but yeah, I do own some. Skills earnings more, yeah. No, the bad thing is, man, earnings right now don't really matter too much, right? So like good earnings are bad and bad earnings are worse. You know what I mean? That makes sense. That's pretty much how the market works right now. Good earnings are bad earnings are worse. Not usually how the market works, but right now it's how the market works. You're bad if you have good earnings, and then you're just terrible if you have bad earnings. Yo, Celine, over time, yes, I think over time all like good coins go up, including Ethereum, you know, Litecoin and Bitcoin and, you know, tons of others. Doge. All the ones that have like a pretty decent size backing, I think go up over time. You ever have pullbacks, but for sure. Yo, if you haven't smacked the like button, smack it, hack it, break it, whatever. I do hope everybody's having a great day today, though. I hope everybody's having a great day, man. I go get my my second shot today. So I'm gonna get shot up like a madman, dude. Then I'm gonna come out with like 3 arms, and I'll be able to do more work, chat. More work. So as soon as market closes, I'll probably leave because I could be at 3:15. It's just right. It's like literally like 2 minutes up the road, but come back home, film a video, probably go mow the lawn. Because why not at that point? Do all the crazy stuff. Let's see. All right, I'm smacking the like button on my own video, chat, because I'm a big nerd. Go, BB. The arm's gonna be hurting. I already got the first one. Yeah, I know how it is, Nicholas. I know how it is. I mean, it's the same for me. It was the same as getting any other vaccine shot in the arm. Can you just give it to me in my thigh, please? Just pack me in my thigh, bro. Located in Texas. If so, what's your take on? I am not located in Texas. No. I have some exes that live in Texas. All my exes live in Texas. I'm done. Oh, man. No, I don't live in Texas, though. I've never even been in Texas, honestly. Never lived there. Not once. I've never even been in Texas. Honestly. Went to Oklahoma once. Been in Oklahoma one time. About as far as I've been, I guess. You know, like that, like down into there. Like obviously we go to Florida usually like once a year. Never really been to Texas though. Yeah, I'm thinking about going in on XRP today. What are you thinking, XRP? Well, hopefully XRP wins all their court cases and stuff, and if that works out, you'll be fine. If not, then I guess you never know. If it does work out, I mean, it's going to go up. So it's like XRP is one of those things, man. It's like you're taking a chance. It's either going to go really, really crazy good for you, or it's going to go not so good. I guess if you set yourself up, man, and like, you know, put you some stop losses and stuff in, should be fine. The earnings are going to be bad, but FK really out of their hands, right? I mean, you know, Jay thing. I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, at the end of the day, man, like earnings right now, if you have great earnings are bad, right? So if you have good earnings in right now, it's bad. You know what I mean? I mean, look at Apple, look at Amazon. Both of those knocked it out of the park. They had crazy high like earnings, man, like unbelievable earnings, right? Like any other time in the market, it would have exploded. It did explode for like a couple hours, and after that, it just went straight back down. So like I said, man, you know, if you have great earnings, it's bad. But if you have bad earnings, then it's even worse. That's just how the market is right now. Market doesn't care about your earnings right now. Does not care. The market does what the market does. Usually it doesn't work that way. Usually you can go by earnings, like how good a company's going to do for a little bit. Not right now so much. Unfortunately, it's the way it is. Mvis taking a gump. What do you think about Mvis? Mvis is a... I mean, what do you want to know about Mvis other than it's a swing trade stock? It does what it does, man. What Mvis does. Mvis is not a legit, like, long-term company right now. Unless it's what you want to do, like, long-term wise, it's fine. But you'll make more money if you're just swing trading it, right? Swing, swing, swing. And this one went up a lot higher, but usually it slings down to 10, you run it back up to 20, sell. You know, over here, you bought low, swung it up. Before then, you could have bought low, swung it up to like 9. I forgot what it went to before then. What was it at? It went to like 10. Back here, you could have bought it for like 2, went up to 10, swung trade, you know, swing trade, swing trade, swing trade, swing trade. That's what Mvis is right now, swing trade stock. Swing trades, man. Big swings at that. Now, if it was just like small swings, man, but like between like, you know, 10 and like 12, 13 bucks, still you make some good money on swings. It won't be as crazy as a swing as it is right now in Mvis. Mvis has been pretty nutty swing trade stock. Pretty nutty. I like those companies like CTRM, Ship, and Tops. It's just right now with maritime companies with the pandemic still going on. They're getting like all 3 of those companies are getting smacked right now. I like them. It's just they're getting smacked right now. It doesn't help that obviously CTRM had to put out shares, man, to help out the company a little bit, and they put out shares for like 60 cents. That dropped prices even more back here. You don't know when a company's going to dilute shares, but you can tell right here when he got announced. It got announced right here, and we just had this big sell-off. All the way down to like 42 cents. You never really know like when a company's going to do a dilution. The bad thing was that it diluted some right in the middle of a terrible time to dilute. Correct. Without that, you probably would have seen the share price probably stay around $1 area. What I'm thinking, $1 to 80 cent area probably, and then would have come back up. It's going to come back up anyway, especially during the summer months. Once we get out of the pandemic a little bit, more people getting shots in arms. AKA what I'm doing today, going and getting shot in my arm. The more and more things open up, the better off it's going to be for these shipping companies like Tops, Ship, and others. Ship's a great company. I like Ship as well. A little bit more expensive, but I do like their company a lot. Same thing with Tops. Tops have been around for a long time as well. Top Ships. They're all good companies. Just right now they're getting smacked by the pandemic more. They're all behind on shipments. But obviously, if they were to go in and say, hey, look, we're gonna delete use shares, I just feel like companies should do shares at market value instead of like setting a price for them. But I think that hurts the market overall more than anything. Just do it like AMC's doing. Do it kind of like GameStop did. You know what I mean? Put it in at market value. At least then, even though it's considered dilution by some, at least then though it's inked in over time. And it's not like giving you a set price way below, and then everybody sells off to that price. I don't like that way about doing it, honestly. I think AMC and GME are doing it the right. GME did it the right way. AMC is doing it the right way as well. Yeah, I do hope everybody's having a great day today, though. If you haven't, make sure you guys smack the like button below. Today's been a lot of work. So if you guys wondering where I was at, dad life, aka work life. These last 2 weeks, man, have been hectic. Hectic. Not in order. Been offline. Nice. Neighbors are gross. New router kicked me off a couple times. Yeah, I feel that, man. Didn't want me at 5G, man. Idiots should have changed the password. Dang, Stan. Dang. Taking it out, bro. Taking it out, man. Nice, appreciate your input. I'm in it for the long term. Yeah, Zach, if you're in for a long term, just be buying, buying the lows at the end of the day, right? When you see some good lows, buy in. I think shipping companies are going to come back. It's just right now because of the pandemic going on. They're all behind, especially when they're behind in shipments, and two, they can't ship as much during a pandemic anyway. So there's a lot of protocols to go through. That's one reason why you've seen a lot of these shipping companies go under and file for bankruptcy. That's another reason why you've seen Ship and CTRM go out and buy lots of new ships. It should help them out in the long run because they can do more jobs. But Ship, Tops, and CTRM were all profitable companies before the pandemic. My landlord loves me. It's her router. Yo, dang, dude. Taking the internet straight from the landlord, bro. It's messed up, dude. Straight thieving over here. Pirates, bro. Pirates of the Caribbeans. Yo, CTRM. See over here. Oh, Marathon's back up to #1 now. Earlier, OCGM was back at #1. OCGM must have fell back some, yeah. OCGM just keeps on giving, though. Just one of those sides. We had that one day of like straight across trading, and yesterday we came right back up. And today we came right back up some more. Seems like Mara right now, with Bitcoin and them going back up, but if Bitcoin's falling right now, it might pull back a little bit. Yeah, Bitcoin's back up to 56.7. What was that? 57.4. I think the closer we get to new CPI. Remember, guys, CPI data comes out April the 12th. Or April 12th. May the 12th. CPI data comes out May 12th. So, let's see. That is 2 weeks from now, obviously. A week away from this coming up Wednesday. So, Wednesday, May the 12th. I keep wanting to say April because we're in April. Wednesday, May the 12th, CPI data. So, closer we get to that, I think we'll see Bitcoin and others start to rise back up more. And this should be, I think this is going to be the highest CPI data we get. Either this one or June CPI data. I think June CPI data is going to be kind of even with this CPI data. Could be like 1 or 2 tenths higher, but I'm going to say right around the same. Either 1 tenth lower or 1 tenth higher. And then we should see that start falling back after that. Very, very subtle fallbacks, though. Nothing like crazy, but very subtle. So I'm thinking we'll see like 3.5 to 3.7. 3.5 to 3.7 area. Maybe 3.4. We'll say 3.4 to 3.7. CPI data. And then maybe next month we'll see somewhere in that same range again in June. And then after that, we should see it start pulling back maybe like 3.2 and then maybe like 3.0 the month after that. Still very high levels. That's going to make, crypto probably bounce. I would think, anyway. I would think it would start bouncing off those. It would stink. How's Riot? Yeah, right. Having that brother. Mara Mara on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? And of course, AMC over here, man. It's making us. It means you just smack it. It's pretty much flat, but we're down like 1.20. Hopefully, we'll end over the $10 mark today, though. Hopefully, we don't fall below that. So much so far, though. It's been a pretty low volume day with not a lot of sells and not a lot of buys in terms of like pretty even buy and sell volume. Nothing like drastically different there. About a 0.5 percentage point difference, pretty much on the sells, being a tad bit higher. Not much. And GME's been pretty strong today. Nothing crazy, but definitely stronger today. Bought Doge 4 different times over 10 days and have an average of 29 cents. Yo, nice, Richard. Let's go, baby. Let's go, my dude. What I like to hear, Richard. It's what I like to hear. Yes, papi. Yo, what's up, Ratchet? How you doing, brother? Looks like Gamble is trying to form a hump indeed. Good old Gamble. I haven't looked at Gamble in a couple days. I know it's up off those lows. Oh yeah, it is coming up even more. Maybe, yeah, maybe it will do a cup and handle. Pull us back to like the 5-day. And over here we got that low back here where we shot down below $10. Then we came right back up to 15. Came back down. That looks like we're going back up again. Kind of how like Skills has been too, though. And we do have Skills earnings coming up, so kind of how Skills was. See this right back here. Skills, Gamble like to resemble each other in the charts a lot. A lot. Even DraftKings does a little bit as well. DraftKings, Skills, and Gamble are all in the same scenarios there. DraftKings is a little bigger. But I think Skills is going to be a really, really big company in the future. I think Gamble's going to do well. Be nice to see Gamble maybe, partner with somebody like GME, GameStop, something like that. Because they do, esports gambling as well. Whereas some of these others don't. Those Skills, obviously, is like online. Like, you can gamble against playing other people. Which is cool. I think all these companies are going to have great futures. It's the reason why I invested in all 3 of them. Kind of like me and it's like me and like EVs, right? I invest in the best EVs I know to invest into. It's the same thing with like these charging companies. I invest in the good charging companies I think will do well. One reason why I don't buy into Blink. I have a lot of questions about Blink, chat. I get a lot of questions about Blink. Jason, why don't you invest in the Blink? I'll tell you why I don't invest in Blink. And the reason why is it's the multiply is way higher than somebody like ChargePoint right now. And ChargePoint's way bigger, right? I think Blink is more of a speculative play. In terms, if Blink was down further, right? If Blink was trading at say $20, then I'd be more of a buyer on Blink. It's just ChargePoint's a way bigger company, a way better company, trading at a lot lower multiplier right now. So why would I invest in the Blink when I can invest in the ChargePoint, which is one, a way bigger company, 2, trading at a lot less multiplier. I can buy ChargePoint right now all day long for $25. Why would I pay 35 plus for Blink? You know what I mean? I can buy Volta, which is Volta is trading at a lot lower of a multiple than Blink is. When I do think Volta and Blink could be side by side there going into the future. Why would I do that when I can pay $10 for Volta, correct, on SNPR? It's the same thing with like EVgo. Like why would I invest into Blink when I can buy EVgo? You know what I mean? CLII. And CLII, EVgo, they do fast charging, right? They're the biggest fast charging infrastructure in America right now. So why would I invest into Blink when I can invest into the fastest, biggest fast charging network in the United States for a lot lower multiplier right now as well? I see no reason why I would invest in the Blink right now, honestly. You might disagree, man, but why would I pay a higher multiplier from a company that's not as good or as big as something like ChargePoint? It doesn't make sense to me. Just doesn't. I get that it's like, I get that it's one a hype stock, kind of, right? It came a hype stock a while back. And I get it that a lot of people have, you know, a lot of speculation into it. And I'm not saying it can't be a good company. It's just, why would I pay more for it right now when I can buy, you know, ChargePoint, when I can buy, you know, Volta, when I can buy CLII, which is EVgo. It doesn't make sense. This does not make sense to me. Do not make sense. But again, we can agree to disagree, because I get a lot of arguments about Blink charging all the time. I just don't see me paying $37 for Blink. It sounds silly to me. I like Plug, but you're going to be investing for long-term Plug, right? I do like Plug, just investing long-term Plug. Do you think we'll see a drop in Doge before SNL hype? I don't know. I think we'll, if SNL does like a good skit, I think you'll see it pop, and then after that's when we will see it kind of decline after we see the big pop out that. That's what I think on Doge. The main thing for me on Doge, I don't care. Obviously, I want to see it spike high. Obviously, right? It'd be awesome. The main thing for me on Doge is I just want to see where we come on a low, on the new higher low, right? So if we spike up to 45 or 50 cents, that's great. I just want to see where we come down after that. I want to make sure we're making new higher lows. That's what matters to me. That's what matters to me the most. I just want to see where the higher lows are coming in at. That's what I don't want to see. Yo, thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. Yo, the goat. How you doing, my brother? But yeah, I do like Plug. I do like Plug as a company. Just again, if you're investing long term, right? It's the same thing I get asked about Helion, right? Like Helion's probably gonna be a great company. It's just we don't have that infrastructure right now for some of that. The infrastructure is not huge, correct? It's just not big right now. Though we are off those big lows, right? Like Plug had this big up of $75. It's kind of like QS, right? I bought it in QuantumScape early. I sold QuantumScape because I thought QuantumScape was way too high, and it was way too high. It went up to 138 bucks, and then it came crashing right back down. I think these companies are good companies. QS, I think, is going to be a great company going forward. I think Plug's going to be a good company. I think, you know, others like that are going to be great. Helion and others, I think they're going to be good companies. I just think you're going to be investing long haul. And for me, I'd be more willing to invest in those companies maybe like 2025, 2026, when we get closer to those kind of bigger projects going in play. I think they're going to be more for the commercial world, which obviously we spend a lot of money in the commercial world. So, you know, as one of the reasons why I invested into Canoe, right? Though Canoe is more both commercial and going to be commercial and consumer, just I invested more into Canoe for the commercial aspect. Though I do think they'll make lots of money through their, you know, lower end places, right? Like us, consumers wise. And those lower profit margin areas, what I should say. Kind of like Neo, right? Like Neo is going to be investing into the lower profit margin areas and going full force with another company under Neo. They're not going to be like coming out as Neo, so that their lower price cars won't be called Neo. They'll be called something else. They'll have a sister company right under them for a reason, right? You don't want to put a damper on your high-end product by shipping out, you know, low-end products for the mass market under your same name. There's a reason why, you know, Apple doesn't have another phone, you know, under them. Like, I don't have an Apple phone that's like $200 or $300 phone, correct? They don't want to you know, make their image in the world go down because they had a lower product under their name. It's the same thing with a lot of other companies, right? There's a lot of big like clothing companies, right, that it costs lots of money to buy, but they also have these smaller companies under them that they have different names for. Pretty much like more than a brand. It's almost like a, yeah. Yo, Christian Bell screaming in, yes. Man. I can't buy Doge on my platforms. What platforms do you use, Mika? Try to pull up the Volkswagen screens, but realize I can only look back 10 years on Ortex. Yeah, the Volkswagen squeeze was different, though. back then. It happened for a whole nother reason, right? Happened for a whole nother reason. Oh, E-Trade and Cash App. Cash App definitely needs to add it. Cash App definitely needs to add it. I mean, I don't know if you're where you're at in the world, but you can use Webull too if you wanted to. I need to post this anyway. That way I can pin it to the top comment. You can also use the Voyager link down below. You can do both on there. What's up? What's up? Yo, what up, Caleb? How you doing, man? Yo, happy Friday, Tony. Happy Friday, man. Hope everyone's having a great day. I go get my good old second Moderna today. Get the Moderna Erna chat at 3:15 today. The market share grab. Is those worth investing still? And what's your start? What's a good start for a noob? Buy in over time, Josh. If I can give you any advice when you're investing anything, man, it's buy in over time. You know, time in the market beats, you know, time out of the market, right? Or trying to time the market. Either one of those, it beats it. Either one. Let us know all the side effects, please. I mean, Nicole's already got both of hers, Josh. Her side effects are pretty much just sore arm. Pretty much most people I know has got theirs anyway, sore arms. I mean, that's pretty much indicative of any vaccine you get. Go get a flu vaccine, sore arm, you know. Or any other vaccine you have to get. There's lots of vaccines, obviously. If you're in the military, you get quite a bit if you go overseas. Yo, Richard, thanks so much for the $6.56. Better than the 666 yesterday, man. Yo, thank you, Richard, for the first donation of the day, brother. Appreciate you, man. Top donation of the day, MVP in the chat. My man, Richard. What time do you start streaming? Depends. What time I get done with work, Richard. Depends on what time I get done with work, man. If you have that, you have notification bell rung, you'll know for sure. Or if you're in the Discord, obviously. Here lately, it's been a lot more work. When I don't have a ton of work, right? I'm not overwhelmed with it, then I can start a lot early in the morning, like I was like a couple weeks ago. Here lately, with it getting warmer again and everything starting back up and everything's going nuts again. It's been a lot more hectic. lot more hectic, man. Been waking up at like 6 a.m. Working till like, 11 or so, trying to get, or maybe 10 sometimes get live. Today it was a lot later. And then going live, then getting off, and then working on the video, post video, get done with that, work some more on paperwork and stuff, and then right back to it again, get some sleep, wake up, rinse and repeat every day, man. Every day. CS, business finance stuff, man. For real estate and things like that. Different company, different projects. Now, hopefully, one day we can turn YouTube into the main thing. It's just I have to get income up, obviously on YouTube before that happens. At least more stable, right? Because right now it's like some days are great, and some days are just terrible. But obviously that's expected at the end of the day. I have no expectations, obviously, on YouTube. Hopefully it does great. I mean, if it doesn't, I still enjoy it. And I still love my community, so hey, what it's all about. CPI data comes out, yes, the 12th, man, the 12th, Mike. The 12th, brother. After the 12th, I hope to put my little dry powder in. Yeah, for sure. If the CPI data is not terrible, we could see CPI data, like, if it's not terrible, right? If it's like around a 3 and not like a 3.5, 3.6, which I think it's going to be, we could see markets jump higher, right? Because obviously, if you have inflation, sometimes that inflation will draw people to put their money into the market. Correct. That'll drive people to put money into the market, because then you're not. Because if your money's just sitting in a bank somewhere or sitting on the sideline somewhere, guess what happens to that money? Goes away. Instead of losing $1.50 every year or $2 every year, you start losing $4 every year. And nobody wants to lose $4 on every $100 bill you have every year. You'd much rather put that in the market and let it climb. Obviously, a big beneficiary of that is going to be cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency would be the bigger beneficiary, but still stocks could be beneficiaries as well. Now, what would hurt stocks though is if we see the incline go up faster on some of the 10-year and 5-year yields. Those start climbing up really quick again. That could definitely start to have some effects on the market overall. A lot more hectic, man. Yo, good stuff though for Neo, man, knocking it out of the park on their earnings, man. Just crushed it. Like lots of other companies though, man, great earnings right now doesn't mean nothing. Tesla, you seen Tesla? You see what happened to Tesla? Great earnings. You see what happened to Amazon? Great earnings up and then down. Right? You see what happened to Apple? Knocked it out of the park, just like Amazon did. Up and then back down. So, you know, like I said, great earnings mean bad. Good earnings mean, you know, pretty bad. Bad, right? Two bads. And then if you have bad earnings, you're just terrible. It's way bad. You're out of the park bad, man. You're so far out of the park, it's not even funny. Not fun times. Not fun times, man. Not fun at all. You've seen people talk about GME over AMC. In your opinion, is it that much better of a play? Or if I'm biased because I'm heavy in AMC? I mean, obviously you're going to be biased no matter what because you're heavy in AMC then. Correct? Like, let's be honest, man. Anytime you're heavy in something, you're going to be very biased towards it. Let's just be honest. I still think GME can do good. I think AMC could be just as good, if not better. But we obviously don't know what's going to happen at the end of the day. Again, I don't listen to any YouTuber out there that tells you that 100% that this thing's going to pop. I mean, AMC, right? I'm ready for the pop to happen, but if it doesn't happen, I'm okay with it because I'll be in it long term. But any YouTuber that tells you that this thing's for sure going to pop is... Yeah. We won't get into it. Hopefully it does, though. Hopefully it does. That'd be great. But if not, I'm in it long term anyway. I didn't get into AMC to, you know, make $1 bajillion. I got into AMC to hopefully cost some hedges some money because I've been in the market for 10 years and I don't like hedges. Don't like the hedges, man. Yeah, well, you know what, CS? I'll trust my 10 plus years in the market. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm just saying I would much rather me going in thinking that, hey, it could happen, might not happen, because I've been in a lot of plays before where a squeeze could have happened and it didn't happen, right? Or if the squeeze happens, it's not near as big and then people don't sell and they end up losing money. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of bad things in my 10 years, so I've also seen a lot of good things. I haven't had a lot of good things happen to me in squeezes. But I also want to make sure people are informed and not making super irrational decisions. If you have Cashapp, that works better. Yeah, if you have Cashapp, I do have Cashapp down here in the description. Cashapp doesn't take 30%, but again, I don't care. At the end of the day, man, every little bit helps out. At the end of the day. This is different, though. What's different, Arthur? What's different, man? What's different about it? What's different about it, man? That the stock is overly, you know, leveraged right now, or what? Is that what it means? Is that what you're talking about? Because the stock's heavily over leveraged, which is you're correct that fits what you're talking about. The stock is heavily over leveraged. I agree with that 100%. But there's been plenty of stocks, man, over the past 5-6 years that were heavily leveraged. That didn't pop, and some that weren't as leveraged as others that popped crazy high in the multiple $100s. It all depends on how much money these hedges have. And you got to remember, man, the hedges put on a lot of money last year on the downturn of the market, and they also put a lot of money on the upturn of the market. So I just don't know how much powder some of these people have, right? Because look at Melvin Capital. Like, that guy was stupid. He went and lost money and then went back again to lose more money. Like, he's stupid, correct? He only went on one play. They did GameStop only, pretty much. Melvin Capital did. Now, if Melvin Capital would have went out and did multiple companies at once, like 4 or 5 different companies like some of these people are doing, or even more than that, and spaced out money, They would have been okay. They wouldn't have doubled down on their position like a Dumbos either. They would have been okay. Again, I don't like suits. I don't like these guys. I hate hedges because I hate that they try to burn out companies for no reason. I just don't like it. That's the reason why I got into it. Jason, if I have calls that are expiring today, and if I'm in the green, however, out of the day trades, will I have to buy contracts or what happens? So I have calls that are expiring today, and I'm in the green. I mean, if you're in the green, you should. If you're in the green right now, Creep, you should probably. I would exercise those and get the money, and then you could probably, you know, you could turn that money over and buy shares if you wanted to. That's what I would do. Babe, if you're on mvis is definitely getting to more of a buy zone again, to swing trade again. Getting to more of a buy zone. We might not see this come down to 13 bucks again. I don't know. Because here's the reason why I say that, because we've never been up to $30+ before, and this time we hit $30+, right? The last few times we had 20, right? And then right back here we had 20 again, pretty much. What was it? Yeah, 1928, pretty close. And then back here we had 24, right? And before then we had, you know, was it back here? We had like a 10. I swung this one here. I swung this one right here. We bought that back in at 10. You guys remember this one? I was talking about this back in early March. Swung it up and sold around like 19 again. I think it was like 1880 or so we sold at. We came back down, bought in again, swung it back up. Usually when this thing hits about 13 bucks, I usually like buying back in because then I can swing it back up because it's a swing trade. And then we had this drop back down again to 10, and I bought all the way down from 13 and down. I think my average buying was like 11 something. I think it was like 1140, 1150 area. We swung this back up. I traded around $27.50. Could have got 31 out of it, but again, I'm not trying to time the market. I'm just trying to make money. That way I can turn that powder into longer term investments I like. This might not come back down to 30. It came back down to 12, like right over here, right? So 12 bucks. So I guess it did hit 13, right? It's back up a little bit. It might come back down again a little. I don't know. I didn't even notice that. I'll be honest. I didn't notice this thing came back down to 13 again. Did it have a long candlestick? We just got 8 back up. Okay, so it just had a quick sell and it came back up. It was very short. That's the reason why I didn't really notice it came back down to 13. Oh, it was this morning too. Going into this morning. All right, I see that. And then it got 8 right back up. All right, I didn't even notice that. So I guess it did already hit 13. But I feel like usually if you can buy in under $15, you can make some money off of mvis. At least I feel that way. I'm more of a buyer though around 13, 13.50, at least under 14 bucks is where I'm more of a buyer at. But if you wanted to go ahead and get some in right now, I don't think you're not going to make money on it. I think it's probably going to swing back up and you make some more money on it again. I am personally not very long though on microvision myself. I have other plays I'm more long on. Unless microvision shows something different and gets my conviction up in them more. That way I know they're actually going to be, you know, not just such a way up and then way down and then way up. Like some stocks we have some ups and downs right now in general. These are just like big swings, which me is more of a swing trader on the big swing stocks. Again, if you're long on mvis, I'm not trying to hate on your company. I'm just saying I'm not long on it right yet. That's all I be saying. Well, we're getting to the weekend, Tyler. Getting to the weekend, man. Crypto loves to do good on the weekends. Weekends at nighttime, when the market's not open, usually they love to do it. Today, in general, though, they're doing bomb. You know, Bitcoin. A lot of them are doing great right now. Question for you, if you don't mind. I pancake swap smart coin chain to Dogecoin, but the reflected amount is not showing in my trust wallet for Dogecoin. What do you prior to the swap? Just what I had prior to the swap. I don't know, honestly. You asked. It does sound weird, though. It does sound weird. I'll be honest, though. I actually haven't used pancake swap. I'll be honest with you. I have not used pancake swap. Does sound weird. Hey, bro, have you been to Corey's doghouse? I've seen you from Nashville. What's your favorite spot? Honestly, like some of my favorite spots, man. Are you talking about just eateries, or are you talking about like just spots in general? There's some really good spots though, man, that are great. Like Husk. Husk is one of them, man. You got Cafe Rose, you got Wendell Smith's restaurant. Hattie B's, man. You want some hot chicken? Hattie B's, baby. Hattie B's. Breakfast, you got like what, the Pancake House. Peg Leg Porker. Peg Leg Porker is another good one. There's a lot, man. There's a lot, though. Hattie B's is amazing for hot. If you want some hot chicken, though. Hattie B's, baby. 404 Kitchen's really good. Cafe Rose is just amazing, though. Some really good meat and three areas. Man, there's so much good food in Nashville, honestly. If you want some good like veggie stuff, man, like Rolf and Daughters is great. It's in Germantown. In Germantown. I'm trying to think of some good other ones, man. Like Etch's Open Kitchen. Etch is really good. There's a lot of good places to eat. I'm trying to think of a lot on top of my head. You know what I mean? A Peg Leg Porkers is great. Honestly. You want some good pork. If you like good Thai food, man, Thai food. If you want some good Thai food, Thai Yasane is great. It's on Music Row in downtown. If you want like an amazing burger, over in Hillsborough Village, you have Brown's Diner. Dude, they got some bomb burgers, bro. Bomb burgers. Some bomby, dude. There's so many places, though. So many places, man. Nashville's full of food. There's really great eateries everywhere, honestly. There's probably like 50 I can say or name off, man, that are great. Like 50 of them, man. Yeah, Fat Joe's. Dude, there's so many, though. Tyler, it's a lot, man. It's a lot of good food in Nashville. I mean, there's a lot of that in a lot of cities, correct? There's a lot of good food. Like, we go to Tampa, man. Like, Tampa's got some amazing downtown food eateries as well. Nashville definitely has some really good soul to it, though. Definitely good soul there. Dogecoin to the moon. I mean, it's lifting off right now. That's for sure, bro. That is for sure. If you guys have, make sure you guys hit the like button below. It'd be super awesome. I'm back holding mvis, too. And it's the peak. Why would you buy at the peak, Lovemore? Oh, why at the peak? Pretty much my thought is on that, like Invis, if it goes over 24 bucks, you don't buy. You haven't bought in yet, man, it's too risky. Anything over 24 bucks is way too risky. Maybe you can raise it up a little bit now since we went to 31, but before our high was 24, so anything above that's definitely a super risk. To me, though, I'm not a buyer on Invis above 20 bucks. I have my limit there. Honestly, I don't like to buy over 25. You guys have a killer music scene. Oh, yeah. Nashville's big mid-music scene. Nashville used to be known as like, Nashville used to be known as like country music city, but now it's just everything. It went from like country music like back in the 90s to like the 2000s and kind of transitioning over to just everything. It seems like every year that goes by, man, it's just pretty much just it's why I call it Music City now. I guess it's always been called Music City, but before it was just known for more country stuff. Now it's just everything. Dude, yeah, Chicago has some pretty good eateries as well. Nicole's from Chicago. Her family still lives in Chicago. So we usually go to Chicago like once a year. Most of the time I do a lot of work stuff down in like the Tampa region. It's the reason why we go to Tampa at least usually once a year, sometimes twice a year. I love Tampa area a lot. And again, I do a lot of work stuff down there as well, and a lot of traveling. And again, we usually go to Chicago as well because Nicole's family is there. We got the kids, let them see the grandparents and stuff. So we go up there usually as well. Some good food up there, man. Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, I love it here. Been 4 times in 6 years. Oh yeah, Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge is beautiful, 100%, 100%. Especially you go up in through the foothills. Those foothills, man, are beautiful, beautiful up there. You're definitely way out from you're way out from any like, let's say like city wise. You're way out from that. Oh yeah, John. Yeah, the big pro shop. You also have another big one though. If you're talking about the big, there's a massive one in Memphis though. The big pyramid one. Good old Riverstone Resort, man. Old Riverstone. A rabbit in Atlanta. Delicious, Stan. That sounds good, honestly. Probably. I never had rabbit. I had snake before though. I've had snake. Snake was actually pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Just beat it, boys. Beat it. Oh, man. Yeah, Doge is doing its thing right now. Doing its thing. Thingy thing. It says, wee. Let's see. Really now. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. For a second there, I couldn't get my chat to load. Silly chat. I mean, Doge's going up right now. They're going up for the most part today. We had this, obviously had that lowered out yesterday, shot up, and we kind of like just based around like 30 cents, 31 cent area for a bit. Pretty much around 31 cents. And then since then, right now, we've been blasting up. I don't know what from, but hey, man. Can't complain with the results, right? Tell first. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that, Star Journey. Honestly, the way they presented Snake was kind of like on a kebab. You know what I mean? It's kind of like on a kebab. How they prevented the snake. The snake was pretty much like the tail wasn't there. You pretty much just had like the midsection. And it was cut up in pieces, almost like spiraled around it, with like chunks of like pineapple and stuff in the middle of it. It was really good, honestly. Infe, let's see. Infe, by the way, this is Junebug, my other account. Your other account was hacked? No. Yo, Julian, I love you. I love you, man. You gotta get that green name in the chat, baby. That way I know it's you. I love Inface, man. I love Inface. You already know this, my man. I think Inface is gonna have a great future. They had earnings come out. Earnings were, modest, right? Earnings were modest. I still think this company is like a $200 company, though. Long term, it's going to go up even more than that, because they have really good batteries, right? They have really good solar power stuff as well. What were the earnings anyway? I can't remember. They had pretty nothing like nuts. Still trading way below where they should be at. They did have some of the target prices cut. So like some people, like one person cut their target price from 250 to 205. Still way below that though, correct? I'm a buyer on mvis under 150. Under 150, I know I'm good, especially for the next 5-year outlook. Like I think 5 years from now, mvis is probably gonna be like $300 to $400. They might go higher than that, obviously, if they get a lot of money from the government for infrastructure stuff, for the alternative energies and things like that. If that happens, they can go up a lot faster. But I could definitely see them being like in like 2025 being like 3 to 350 or something like that. Maybe more again if they get a lot of subsidies and things like that from the government due to this infrastructure bill going out. I can see them going higher than that. I just don't know how much they're going to do. But yeah, I'm definitely a buyer though in end phase under 150. Currently right now it's at 140. They had pretty decent earnings. Again, like even if you have decent earnings right now, it doesn't matter. The problem is right now, if you don't beat it out the park, even if you beat it out the park like Apple and like Amazon did, it doesn't matter for them either, right? You've seen Apple and Amazon and even Facebook, you know, went up and then came right back down to where it was at before. Like I said, if you have great earnings, it's bad. If you have worse, if you have terrible earnings, it's just, you know, it's just way more bad than what it would have been if you did great. The market's weird, man. The market be weird right now. I just don't know when that's going to change. We'll leave some Mara over here, man. Look at some Mara. Kevin. I would probably say yeah, and the reason why I say yeah right now, I think they're both great. So if you have a lot of money, I would put them in both. Split it up. That way you're not all in one. The reason why I say that though is because Xpeng is moving into Europe this year, so that should help them out as well. Same thing with Neo. Whereas Li Auto is focusing right now, especially for the next like year or so at least, on China alone, which again is great because that's the biggest EV market in the world and will be. And they're looking to cut a lot by 2030 and then going up to 2050, they're cutting a ton. They're looking to have at least 50% by then. There's a whole lot of cars. I think Li, Neo, and Xpeng are going to be phenomenal companies. Like obviously my top dog is Neo on that side, but then Xpeng and then so I have right now in terms of like holdings, I have Neo, Xpeng, Li. So that's how I have my earnings right now in terms of how many shares I have. Like Li, I'm pretty small still in Li though. You know what I mean? Like compared to others, like Li Auto right now, I have 330 shares of Li Auto. It's very small compared to, you know, the 700, right at 700 shares I have in Xpeng, and the right at 1,000 shares I have in Neo. So, you know, obviously a lot smaller than those. And I might add some more to Li. I added more to Li the other day. I had another, what was it? Another like 70. Li B. Oh, was at 34 cents, man. We're pumping over here, baby. We are pumping up. Yo, chat, every like, man, for a Doge pump. I do appreciate everybody being here, though. I hope everybody's having a great day today. Everybody's day is going well. Appreciate everybody being here. You got a sub, hit the sub button, my man. Do it. Also, if you guys are wondering what I'm using, I am right here on the screen. I am using a webull. Sign up, man. Get you some free money right now with webull. What Jason is saying is to go all in on Neo, basically. No, I like EVs, man. I like EVs. What can I say? OCGN's a great company if you got in low. Right now, it's definitely getting very high. You know what I mean? I was telling you guys to buy OCGN back when it was like $3. It wasn't like 3 though. I think it was like 5 or something like that. Either way, it's one you shouldn't be buying on the low. Not on these highs, because we had these spikes though when people were talking about OCGN. Every time OCGN spikes, me ask about it. You guys should be asking about companies on the low. Right now, it's up a ton on OCGN though, and that's the reason why I'd stay away right this second. These up and ups, man. PLG would be the same thing. I would say if you can get PLG around $4 even, that's a lot better buy than the $5 is at right now, pretty much. I know it's down 5% today, which is great, but it's been pumped up, you know, right here. If you go back just a little bit before that, you had to up to like 540 again, then we drop back down again to like 370. And this last drop we had at 320. So for me, if you can get it on one of these like lower end, say like $4 area, I think you're better off if waiting till at least 4. OCGN going above 100. I guess we'll see, man. We'll see. We shall see. I'll definitely believe it when I see it, though. I'll believe it when I sees it. I think OCGN can run to 20. That's it when they get approvals and everything going. 20, 25, somewhere in there. Would be more my guesstimate on that. I mean, you got to remember, OCGN back in February ran to $18, right? Ran to $18 in February, pulled all the way back down to $5. And then ran all the way back up to $14, pulled all the way back down to $5 again. And then now it's run back up again to, you know, went up to, I guess, the high of $13, almost 14. So I expect this to come back down again. That's what I think. The medical stocks, what they do. They go up and then come back down. OCGN isn't a big company like your you know, Moderna or AbbVie or, you know, Abbott, even Gilead, you know, places like that. OCGN is not that big like that. They swing up and down. Mathis, what do you mean? What's the application called? I almost held commonly stocks and Robinhood, Sundial, Zom. Yeah, all momentum stocks too, DJ. People are heavy on the momentum right now. I'm more of a definitely more of a growth stock for sure. I like my growth stocks. Some of those are classified into the momentums as well, though. Not all. Some definitely are. Oh, man, that's right here, man. I'm posting in chat right now. If you sign up right now, put your $100 in, you get those 2 free stocks as well right there. It's called webull. Well, I didn't know all those stocks were momentum stocks. Right on, man. Yeah, they're momentums, yeah. They ride the momentum curtails. Momentum. So I would like to say, obviously, you know, something like Cashapp is definitely not like the biggest momentum out there, though. It definitely was for a minute. But then when it started dying down, people started getting like scared of it. And then they did the offering. They should have did offering at 60 cents. They should have did offering at the 90 cents it was at the time of the offering. Would have helped it out a lot. Do you think this is a stable Doge pump? Right now, we're stable at. I don't know. Hopefully we have a higher low, you know. But that'd be the most important thing we can do, is to continue to have, if we come back down some, say we have a low at 32 cents now instead of the 30 cents it was at before. This could be another pump going in, though. You know what I mean? This could break over 35 cents right now. You're still very early into this pump, and it's only been really pumping ever since what, maybe 35 minutes or so. You're still very early into this pump. I just want to see where we come back down to off the pumps. That's what I care about the most. I want to see where baselines are going to be after pumps. Would you recommend CCIV over XPing? Kevin. If CCIV starts selling cars, because it's an American-made company, right? Then I'd probably say yeah if they start doing things all like they're supposed to be. For right now, though, I'd obviously recommend, I'd recommend XPing because they're selling cars, though, right? Fundamentally, you can't say, like, fundamentally, you can't say, like, one company that's banging out cars and making money right now is better than the company that's not making cars or not selling cars right now, right? Fundamentally, from a fundamental aspect. I like both companies, though. And honestly, I have about the same amount of money pumped into both of them. But at the end of the day, you got to admit that CCIV is down as speculative play right now. To me, CCIV right now is a, you know, I would say a strike to own, like, not like price-wise, but just own like anywhere between 100 to 1,000 shares of it. Now, that could change. You know what I mean? I do the same thing for XPing. It's the same thing for XPing, Neo. If I had to say something, it's like, you know, try to own between 100 and 1,000 shares of the companies. Obviously, with Tesla, you know, between 1 and 100 shares, a lot more expensive company, though. A lot different. Company's way, way more established. It's definitely just like one big tech company at this point. Rick, I already went over PLG. Again, if it pulls back to like, if it pulls back, then I would say you get some. I wouldn't buy right this second. Wouldn't buy right this second. Big Sal, don't do me like that. Big Sal, dude. Sell my AMC and go to Doge. Oh, Lord Sal. Oh, man. ChargePoint beats CCIV. Well, I mean, ChargePoint is a company that's making money right now. So I would say you're probably right. Honestly, from a fundamental standpoint, yes. But they're two different things, though. ChargePoint's a charging infrastructure, whereas CCIV is going to be an EV company, right? Kind of different. Kind of hard to like. If you're saying like, if you're commending like this company making money and this company hasn't yet, then yeah, I'll say yeah on that part. I don't like to recommend penny stocks a lot, honestly. One, penny stocks are very volatile. Very, very volatile. You can lose a lot of money in them. So I don't like to like, the bad thing is, man, you can have a great penny stock, right? It can go from like 80 cents, man, and then the next day it plummets all the way down to 30 or 20 cents really quick. And a lot of new people, man, or people that aren't in the market very often, or a lot, usually want to get into penny stocks first, which is fine, because they don't want to spend a lot of money. The bad thing about that is, though, is that they're not the people who like to tend to actually watch the stock. So before they know it, they've lost all their money in the penny stock, man, and they walk away with their tail between their legs and don't do anything. They never come back and try to trade stocks anymore. I personally started out, though, in some of the penny stocks, right? Not super pennies, though, but penny stocks that are between $1 and $5. Those are more I'm willing to get into than something under $1. That's just myself. I don't have SLGG. I do not, Rick. I don't, man. I haven't really looked into the company very much. Any word on the Lucid merger? It's supposed to be happening the second quarter, but that could be pushed back, though, a little bit. And here's the reason why. Because SEC and stuff and others are looking in to having more, how you want to call it, man, more regulations in the SPAC market, which would be good for the SPAC market overall because they give more people more confidence to invest in SPAC companies. Don't get me wrong, but it could push some of these, deals getting their tickers back. But I'm thinking, though, that Lucid should get their ticker in, what is it, July? I think it's July. Could be wrong a little bit though on that. But some of these companies might get some of their stuff pushed back a little bit because these regulations and rules going into place. I have a paper somewhere and it has them all on it. I have a paper somewhere that I saved that has all the merger dates. And I don't know where I saved it to. RIP, man. Is this it? Oh, here, I think this is it. So little, though. It's so little. All right, let me zoom in. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find CCIV real quick. Somebody in the chat might know before I even see it. Robinhood has my 2800, but I can't buy Ethereum yet. Did you do ACH transfers? Because sometimes ACH transfers they take 3 to 5 days, man. Banks are slow. Not the company's fault, man. You got to call your bank and say, hey, look, why are you so slow? And then make your bank, do wire transfers. That way it's instantaneous. ACH transfers are a thing of the past, man. It's all about the wire transfers. Gotta have those wires, man. Gotta have those wires if you want stuff being quick in the markets. Without wire transfers, man, you got that 3 to 5 day lag, and then let's see. Right here it is. So yeah, CCIV's merger date is still set for Q2. Well, sometime in Q2 anyway. It's still set for that. They had their first meeting on 3/22. That means they should be coming up on the next merger meeting sometime very soon. And usually how that works, you have the first you have your preliminary filing, right? Then you have your first revision, your second revision, your third revision, your fourth revision, and then your definite filing, and then your merger meeting, and then you're good to go after that merger meeting happens. EXPC, which is Blade, right? Which is Blade. They complete their merger on the 5th of March. I don't know if there's any other ones that complete right soon. We do have, let's see, yesterday we had the completing of Hydrofacial. And then on the 27th, we had the completing of STEM. So sometime Q2, though. Sometime. Yo, chat, if you guys haven't hit the like button, be super nice, man. If you haven't smacked it, appreciate everybody's having a great day. Here's a new thing, man. As let's see here. Let me see here. They're at 30 billion in annual revenue by 2026 from 495 billion in 2018. The global luxury car market is on track. Yada yada. CCIV stock predictions. All right. I'll have to read that article later. So many articles. Yeah. Doge really wants to he wants to go. We had a pretty good turn up right here, though, from 31 cents up to 33 now. Earlier we're up to 34, but still a pretty good run up, though. I would say, at least. How do you buy SafeMoon? You have to go through like Pancake Swap or somebody like that. Yo, Jarrett, man. I'm telling you, man. A lot easier life, bro, if you're not sitting there looking at the market all day. Well, not just the market. I love looking at the market. Just sitting there looking at your portfolio every day, man. Making you nuts. It's not good for you. Definitely is not good for you. I do not recommend it at all. Do not recommend that. It's a lot easier. A lot less stressful on your body overall. Looks like the market's starting to have a little bit of a turn back on the market right here. Erasing some of those gains from earlier. A little bit of a gains getting erased here. Barcode, baby. Well, I like to see, chat. I love those barcodes. It's like the definition of barcoding. Always scan that with a scanner, man, and maybe come back with a price. Who knows? This coin's setting at 297. 297 raw, eh? Some of these pullbacks aren't big. Some are a little bigger than others. PSAG doing, man? Nothing crazy, I guess. How's PLTR? Palantir looks like it might have hit its bottom right here. Good buy price for Palantir though, under 23 bucks. Good times, man. Good time. Good times indeed, baby. Oh man. Usually check my portfolio in the morning and go after work, and sometimes before bed I don't watch it. I check my portfolio like once a month, Zach. Honestly. But I've been in the market a lot longer, maybe than you have too, though. So when I was first in the market, man, the first couple of years, I checked a lot more than I probably should have too, honestly. Looking at Jason's beard, hey man, I like you looking at my beard, Rich. It you know, kind of makes me feel good about myself. Makes me feel good, man. How's Mvis? Who's the Mvis a minute ago? What's it at right now? Mvis is currently pretty much flat right now. Pretty much flat from we've had these ups and downs, but it's down. I guess it's down 18% over yesterday. But it is down 18.5% over yesterday's closing at right now. Currently, it's at 1466. Off that 1388 low we had, or actually it was at 1332 earlier. Pre-market, it was 1332. Solve inflation issues. Great, a true global currency. Why wouldn't NVQ be a better coin? It's not all about just like inflation, like a hedge against inflation, right? Some people invest in it for more than just that. It seems like a lot of people here lately have been investing in it as a hedge against inflation. If you probably do like a poll, sounds a little suspect. Hey, I love more. You know, that's what I'm here for. Do you have shares in Open? Yes, I love Open Door. I do, man. I've been preaching about buying. I preached about buying Open Door and Skills when they're both on the lows. Both on their low, man. I mean, they're obviously up from the lows, but still, you know, Open Door is still a $35 company trading for 20 bucks. Skills a $30 company, right? Around in there, $28 to $32 company trading for 17. There's so many good quality companies, man, that are trading very, very low. The Doge haters are salty. Hey, it's kind of what happens sometimes, man. People do not like when things they don't like are up. It's an unfortunate thing, but it is what it is. Like, oh no, that coin I hate's up, or that thing I hate's up. Yeah, you see that story where the girl who is a little tiny girl who's like looking back at the camera and she's like smiling a little bit. You got the house on fire in the background, that meme. She made $500,000 off that meme through an NFT. She sold the meme through an NFT and then made $500K. Good Lord. It's nuts. $500K, man. Are you still bullish on CCIV? I'm bullish on it. Yeah, a lot more. I mean, I'm not. Maybe I'm not as bullish as some people are. Correct. I do think it's gonna print money though. I like their cars. I think I like their idea. To me, it's kind of like to me, CCIV is like the Neo of America. They're looking to make a luxury brand, right? A statement brand, kind of like Neo's doing over there. Going to be doing mostly in Europe and in China and places like that, Asia area. Eventually, obviously, I think we'll see Neo here, and that can be a little bit of competition for CCIV. But for now, mostly CCIV is going to be running, competitionless in America for the most part. For the luxury brand side, I think CCIV is going to do great. They're looking to make a brand standard at that, which is, I think, is great. It's the reason why I invest into Neo, because Neo is more than just a car company. They're looking to make a brand. I think things like that, you almost get this like so-called like cult-like following, kind of like people do with Android or Apple products, or on and on and on, clothing products. You almost create this like cult-like following, man. And those businesses are pretty profitable. Yo, what's up, Connor? How you doing, man? Right now on AMC, not really. It's pretty much a flat day overall on AMC. I hope we finish above the $10 range. I don't want to fall below the $9 and stay there. don't want to follow below it. The only bad thing right now with AMC is we've had just 2 terrible days of like really, really bad volume numbers. 2 no good day volume numbers right now, but you can tell that by the smoothness we're having. If we pop below the $10 range, usually we have a pretty good standard of coming back over that, so we don't stay below it. I would like to stay above it. Long term, I still know I'm going to print tinnies on AMC long term, so I'm not worried about it. But I still don't want to see it too low because then you have people that buy back in, like back here. Some of the guys were covering some of their shorts right here as well. And you see that by the next day we had more short share availability, and that's because some of those people were buying out some of their shorts right here. Not everybody was, but just a few were definitely buying out some. That's the only thing. It's the only thing that scares me. I just don't want to. Over time, they just bleed out their shorts into the market over time, because that definitely would hurt the pump. That's for sure. But for me, I'm still long term on it anyway. Even if the pump doesn't happen. I know I'll double my money, so. Eat my shorts! No, you're good, you're good. You're good, man. You're good, Con. Don't worry about it, brother. So my question, Alpha Tilray merger. I believe they are keeping the Tilray name. So do you know, are they buying Alpha, absorbing? Pretty much what will happen is, if you have so many stock, I don't know how it's going to work. So like so much, I'm like one stock of Alpha will equal so much stock of Tilray, pretty much. I don't know those exact numbers because I haven't really looked into it a lot. Because I don't really own any Alpha though. I don't own any Alpha. I do own some Tilray, but I just don't know. Somebody in the chat might know how much this might own of this. Right off the top of their hand, I really don't know much about it. I'm sure somebody that's probably has Alpha probably knows, though. They probably kept up with it more than I have. I haven't had any of it. But usually what will happen is if a company kind of merges with another company, usually so much, one stock will equal so much of another stock. And I'm guessing, I don't know how much Alpha is in terms of stock price. Probably, it says at $15 and Tilray is at Tilray's at 18. I'm sure somebody in chat probably knows. Yo, nice stock, nice man, good stuff. Bread money on bread and butter. Yes, Maxi, 100%. Bread, spread it all over both. Everywhere you go. Do it. Owe some Doge this morning to get into AMC. Yo, nice, Maxi, nice. Should have waited a little bit longer, Max. You could have got a little more though. What did you miss, Conway? I mean, you missed a good little pump we've had going on right here on Doge. Other than that, man, I mean, if you're looking at the market overall right now, the market's the wishy-washy market. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I mean, overall, there's a lot of green, and there's also a lot of red though. More red than green. More red than green though right now. The biggest of those reds so far. Oh, rip! I went away from Doge. I accidentally right-clicked. I right-clicked away. The biggest of those reds so far though is mvis. Down 17% today. Almost 18%. No! It's already lost a lot though. Arnold, man. Arnold's my man, dude. Go way back. Good old Arnold. Arnold. I mean, it's the talk of the town anyway, you know what I mean? I didn't even see he talked about it, though, honestly. Shows you how much I pay attention, I guess. Good old Arnold. Yeah, Doge pumped up to 34. Fell back down to 33. We've pretty much been staying there since then. It'd be nice to see a new level out right here at 33 cents. Because we're pretty much like, what, a week out from SNL? Week out from SNL would be great. How bullish am I on BTT? I hope it does great. I hope it does really good. I made a little bit of money off BTT. I haven't made a ton off of it, though. I haven't made a ton, but I do like BTT. I don't know if I'm like, you know, like overly bullish on it. But I do think it can do good. I do think it can do good, though. Google Arnold talking about the pump. All right, I'll look it up. I'll look it up, man. I'll look it up, James. With Dogecoin 30 cents cause I want to buy it. It could. I'm hoping it doesn't. I hope it doesn't come back down and test 30 cents again. It'd be nice to see it kind of like make a new low right here, like 32, 33 cents. A new higher low. I'd rather not break down through this, you know, higher low we had right here around like 31 cents and then break all the way back down to the 30 cent low down here we had. Because that means we're making a new lower, you know, a lower low. This is what I say, guys. Just buy in, man. Just buy in. Just don't buy all at once. Seems like every time Doge pushes, you have more people coming in and say, I want to buy now. It's like, I got it. Why didn't you buy before? Were you waiting on another dump? If you just bought in over time, I think like you're a lot better. Guess maybe I look at it different. I don't know. What's a good time to go bowling, man? I need the baby's bumpers up so I don't want... Yo, probably early morning, honestly, Stock. You don't want to go in the afternoon, dude, when everybody's got their kids and they're all looking at you weird, right? You don't want to go in the afternoon, man. When all the people with their kids are having to play with the bumpers too, and they're like, why is this guy playing with bumpers? He doesn't even have kids. Go in the morning, man. That's what I say. I'm a newbie investor. Went in due to hype, but I'm only doing more research before I dump money into this crypto. I mean, that's good. You need to do research. 100%, that dude. And that's the reason why, man. And that's the reason why you don't want to go all in, especially at a high. And that's the reason why you don't go all in ever. That way, you're always hedging yourself against being out of the money a lot. If you're just buying it over time, eventually you'll have a really good buy-in spot and come way above that. That's what most newbies need to learn. And it's a good thing you're learning, though. I'm glad you're actually looking into stuff, because a lot of people don't do that. They just go in like a chicken with their head cut off, and they dump all their money they have and like the life savings into something at the very, very top. It's not going to get you very far if you continue to do that. Internet died. They don't know how to clear a config. Reset. Oh my God, Stan. RIP, bro. Tell him, man. You got to go tell him, Stan. Go tell him how to do it. Gotta tell them. When false, people don't buy. They fear. That's a problem. You want to buy when there's fear in the market. You don't want to buy when there's hype and hysteria. You want to buy when there's fear. Fear for me is when a stock is like, or a coin is like straight up arrow. You know what I mean? It's not fear that I'm making lots of money. It's just I don't want to buy at that point. I want to buy when it's on a downward trajectory. And I want to buy over time. I don't want to go all in either on that downward trajectory. I want to buy in over time, whether that's, you know, a year time or 2 years. Like I got stocks, guys, I've been buying into for over the last 10 years. You know? Over the last 10 years I've been buying into. Sunlink Health, man. Sunlink Health, SSY. Good old Sunlink. Didn't this run? Yeah, this ran like a while back. Yeah, I remember this. I remember this stock now because back on March, it ran all the way up to $7. It ran really, really high. If you're gonna buy in on something right now, obviously you're at a high, right? If you're up 28%. Take precautions and then don't buy in all at once. Well, that's what I can tell you. The more this goes up again, the higher your risk gets of buying all at once. Yes, buy mvis right now. I'm not saying buy mvis, by the way. I think you can make money on the mvis under 15 bucks, though. My opinion for Doge tomorrow, it'd be nice to see Doge, you know, break back over the 35 cents and stay there. Usually Doge does be better on the weekends. It'd be really nice though if we can get Doge back up to 40 cents. At least push it. And at least maybe hits 40 cents again. So I guess 40 cents would be goals. You know? If you break over 35, I'll be happy. My whole perspective though right now about Doge is creating higher lows. I just want to see where we kind of come out of these like spikes we have. I feel like the higher lows tell us more than the spikes do. If you get what I'm saying. Look at AMC's. Yeah, I can bring up AMC's order book. Right there you go, Mom. There's a lot of sell orders right at the $10 mark, though. Right at $10, a lot of sell orders to eat through right there at 10. There's honestly a lot of sell orders between now and 10:06. Got a lot of buy orders right at like $9.95. That's pretty typical though, like 5 cents under. People like to put a lot of orders in 5 cents under, limit orders. That kind of makes sense. We'll see if some of those might just evaporate before they get there, though. Yeah, we definitely gotta. If you're gonna do that, we gotta break over that zone. Because if not, every time we fall down a penny, there's gonna be a lot more like it move their cells down as well. These computers. Some of these are real. Some of these are real, right? Real people. Also, some of these are computers that sell those back and forth. Very unfortunate. LTR has a big range at 23 as well. Yo, if you haven't hit the like button, man, we've had 4 hedge funds today come through, chat. 4 hedges. 4 people that just don't like Doge, don't like AMC. They don't like the stock market. They don't like anything, man. No good peoples. Now you're welcome. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. It was at 75 orders at $10 1 minute ago. Buy is fake. Wouldn't be the first. Well, yeah. Again, those are computers that put those algorithms in, and they'll put those in, and then they'll delete those out. Yeah, I'm sure some of those people probably are legit orders. Some of them probably aren't legit orders. Hey, be optimistic about mvis, man. I have 2,000 in it. Yeah, but what price point though, Lovemore? I'm not saying we're not gonna hit back up tops again, Lovemore. I'm just saying like I wouldn't put money up there at the top. That's the problem. I mean, I preach this every day. If you've been in my chat, Lovemore, just listen to me. Say don't put $1 on mvis over 24 bucks because it hasn't really proven itself over 24 bucks yet. Especially if you stay there, you're definitely at putting yourself at risk. I think SOS will ever do anything, guys. I am deep. You know what price point, Lines? What price point? I never had like big convictions into SOS. I've always liked like Ebon and Riot and Mara more. Though again, man, some of these smaller ones have been beat down a lot more than others. But hopefully you do have a big upward trajectory. I wouldn't doubt it to see SOS though make it back to like $7-8 again. The pump is imminent, man. Arnold said so, bro. Hey, I'm with Arnold, brother. And Arnold, I trust. The alpha approved and Tilray votes today. Still haven't found details info yet. Yeah. So if you have alpha shares, so many alpha shares, or an alpha share will equal so much of a Tilray share, pretty much. I don't know how much that is. Somebody in the chat might know. Yeah, I feel you a lot more. It happens. Sometimes that FOMO will carry you a new one. I would say I've never been in that FOMO situation a lot more, but I've done it myself. So done it myself. Then you kind of turn that situation into a long-term hold, and that kind of stinks. Especially if you weren't holding long-term. If you are long-term, you can always just buy some more in and kind of get your price point down. Because I think if you get your price point down to like $20, I think you'll come out at least even, or maybe even make a lot of money when it shoots back up and it goes back to $31 again. If you see it shoot really low and you got money, think about lowering your position then. That way you're not down so much when it comes back up. That's like the worst thing when you get at the top and then you're like, I'm not gonna throw more money in. Before you know it, gets back to that lower or that higher, I guess lower area instead of that higher high. And then you're like, well, I could have sold right there and came out at least even, or maybe made a few $100. But now it's going back down again, and here I am, waiting again. You don't want to buy in until it gets low again. So it might be worth trying to do that, honestly. Try to get your bottom down some. What are the chances though going to 32 cents in the next 8 hours? It could happen, right? It could definitely happen. I mean, to me, like 32 cents wouldn't be bad because that's a new higher low technically. I'd be okay with that. But so far now, it looks like we've been staying pretty steady around 33 cents. Pretty steady around 33. We had that 34, hit 34, barely got above it, and then shot right back down off of it. But right now, it looks like we're staying pretty steady at 33. Me personally, I'd like to see us stay at 33 cents instead of going back down anymore. Obviously, up's the better territory, but I'd rather us make a higher low up here at 33 instead of 32. That makes sense. I mean, if you have it, love more. That's personally what I would do. I'd leverage yourself down instead of being up at 32 or $31 area. I would leverage down because look at this. Let's go to mvis real quick and pull your map back let's pull the map back a month and a half or 3 months area. Look how many times mvis swings to $20. Just in the past 3 months, it's swung 1, 2, 3, 4 times it swung up to $20 plus. So if you can get it down below 20, you probably have a very high likelihood of at least coming back up and being even at least. And if it goes back up this time, say to 25 or 31, then you're going to be in the green big, and you can take some profits there. Because maybe on the next swing up right here, maybe if we have another swing up coming up, maybe this one right here will be up towards that $30 again. But if not, even if you get down to 20, at least then you're at that range where it's been before, around $20. Did anybody see the bot comment attack on Master Stream today? That's the reason why I put I had to put my stream on higher flow mode, because your bots coming in like crazy, spamming. Usually it was safemoon though. The safemoon, or what was the other one? There's another one, man, that's very big. It's getting spammed by bots everywhere. Can't remember off the top of my head, but it was a bigger one, or not a big one, but yeah, a newer type token. Kind of like a while back, we had all those bots coming in spamming. What was that? It was a small stock. I can't remember what the stock company was. It was small. It was like a 30 cent. It was like 30 cents a share. It shot up to like 60 cents a couple days later, and then it fell all the way back down to like 5 cents. And selling and reinvesting profit to another stock. Well, if you once you sell a stock, you're going to get taxed on that stock on those gains. So on capital gains, some people think you don't get taxed on the money you put in, you get taxed on the money you made, right? So let's say you put $300 in on a stock, but you made $50 in profit, so you came out $350. You'll get taxed on that $50. And it all depends on how much money you made, how much money you make in a year. It all depends on that. It also depends on if you're married or if you have kids, or if you're head of household. You have to look up in your state what your capital gains are. And add all those up. Like I would pay less, obviously, because I have no capital gains, or not capital gains. I don't have any state income tax, but it kind of probably evens out because I probably have a higher sales tax. You know, things like that pretty much equal themselves out. You might make it out a little better, obviously, without those state income taxes, but they do have higher taxes other places. Like it's great living in a place with no state income tax. It's great when it comes to end of the year paying, but also pay more taxes in other areas. It almost makes up for those darn taxes. But even if you're reinvesting those money, you're still going to get charged on those tax gains. But if you're not making a ton of money, I wouldn't really worry about the tax gains so much. But obviously, if you're making 4 or 5, 10 grand a month, make sure you're putting some money back for taxes, for short term at least. Long term's a little bit different, but short term's a little bit more rough. But it's still at the end of the day, you're still making good money, even if you're paying those capital gains taxes. That's the way I look at it, at least. I like to look at things on the positive side, right? It's like, well, I have to pay these capital gains, but if I didn't do this, then I wouldn't have made that money. So it's like, well, it kind of makes you feel better about yourself. Nobody likes paying them though. Those will probably hit 30. I mean, he already hit 34 cents. 34 cents there. We're on 35, baby. Oh, man. And if you guys are wondering what I'm using, if you guys are wanting to use it, I am using it right here. It's called Webull. There's a link in the chat. If you sign up, put $100 in. It's worth getting the free stocks out of. You get 2 stocks, and those could be worth up to $1,800. Probably not, but could be worth up. Maybe get crazy lucky and get some crazy musk. In a day, free money is worth signing up and trying it out. You can buy and sell Doge or other cryptos or stocks in general. How long is long term? Over a year. So say I bought a stock today, and then if I sold the stock next, let's say I sold the stock in 2022 on May the 1st, that would qualify as long term. That would qualify as long term. So it's pretty much like a year and 1 day if you think about it that way. Pretty much a year and 1 day. Rock it open. Down we go. I don't want to talk about it, chat. Stupid market. What about May 8th? I mean, we could definitely see Doge pump May 8th for sure. I think if we see a big pump, we're going to see a pullback a little bit. So don't be worried about that. The thing I'm looking for on these pumps though is where we're gonna pull back to, and if we have a higher low. That's mostly what I'm looking forward to. Because again, I'm more long term, I guess, on a lot of my Doge. I'm not saying I don't take some of my original investment outs here and there on the way up. But a lot of my Doge right now is it's kind of like, house money. So I'm a little more long term on it. So mostly what I want to look for is where our lows are going to go to. And if they're going to be higher than the last lows. So say we pump up to 50 cents on May 8th. And let's say the May 9th or so, we see kind of start having a pullback after that. I would like to see us, have a higher low off that pump. I mean, yeah, higher low off that pump at least. Depending on where we go to, is where I'd like to see it come back down to. I need Invis to go back down. I need Invis to go down 20%. I'll buy that for $1. I mean, if Invis goes to 30 cents, I'll load up more again. It's pretty much what I've been doing. Usually around like 13.50. We did have a low though earlier on Invis at 12.75. Earlier this morning, I didn't even see it. Earlier this morning, we did have a dip to 12.75. Got ate right back up. And then, you know, going into market, we had this at 13.32. Should have probably bought some then, but I didn't. Or I didn't. I might learn to regret that. This thing runs back up from here. Oh well. Right now, right at almost 60K, almost 60,000 Dogecoins. What's a good entry point for Doge? Now, tomorrow, next week, the week after that, the next month after that, the month after that. Is that the best way to answer that? I think that's how I'm going to start. I think that's how I'm going to start answering like those questions. When's the best time to invest? Now? Better than yesterday? Now's better than tomorrow? You know? Now's better than never? Just don't go all in at once. Just hedge yourself a little bit and don't go all in at once. And I think it's the best thing you can do. When it goes down next week, do it late at night when people are sleeping. Get out of here, Lovemore. You don't want to listen to Lovemore. She bought in on Invis at the top, chat. Oh man. You think it'll go back down to the 20s? I guess anything's possible, right? I mean, I hope it doesn't, you know. I guess anything's possible. But I'm not going to bet on it. You know what I mean? I'm not betting on that happening. The reason why I said if you're buying it over time, it doesn't really matter where you're buying in at. Because over time, you're going to have really good buy-in spots. Yo, Lovemore, you know I'm just kidding, by the way. Don't hate me, Lovemore. Don't hate me. I'm just playing. I promise. Started at 35 cents. And you bought it over time, I'm guessing, too. The shade. I mean, you told him not to listen to me, though. That was just rude. Very rude. Yo, Doge Warrior with the €5. Hey, Doge Warrior, thanks so much for the €5, my man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I did, though. You told me not to do it. Hey, what can you say? What can you say, man? Jason needs a cup, but not a Subway cup. Yeah, I got my bottles of water, though, bro. I'm like the bottled water man. I feel like I drink more water than probably anybody on YouTube. I literally just, but I'm a diabetic, so I do got to drink a lot of water anyway. But I literally drink like, literally probably 10 of these a day, from top to bottom. I got bottled water city. I got like 10 of these. I'm not drinking water. I'm drinking caffeinated Coke, aka Diet Cola, man. Mostly lots of water. Lots and lots of water. There's a male coworker, so I'm not too worried. I went out, told him tranquil. He smiled up at me, man, with the bright eyes. Women rude, dude. Just hodl and don't talk. Never. Always talk. Crypto seems to dip during the week. Well, yeah, that's because markets are going on. That's the problem. Like, that's the reason why I like markets, right? I like all markets. But even I'll admit that whatever you're investing into crypto-wise is a lot better, one, in the evenings and nights, and two, on the weekends. Because if people like me that do both, we like to invest in both, right? We obviously do more stock market stuff when the market's open, and we do a lot more crypto stuff when the market's closed. I'm not the only one in that book. There's a lot of people. Yo, what's up, Jonathan? How you doing, fam? Good to see you, bro. Oh, got you. Sab, got you, brother. I thought you meant like, for a second there, I thought you just added a, yeah, I get what you're saying now. Good stuff, bro, good stuff. Yo, nice, Sharp Boss, nice. Guys, I'm gonna go fill my, actually I'm gonna fill my water up real quick. I'll be right back. You guys want to join our Discord? Join Discord right there. Also, if you guys wondering what I'm using on the screen, I am using Webull, which is right here. You sign up, put that dollar on, boom. Is Invis a lost cause? Invis is a swing stock, Brian. So buy Invis out at the bottom and swing it back up, sell, rinse, and repeat. Pretty much what I've done for like, 3 months now with Invis. I'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna get some water real quick. Yo, LaCroix, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, LaCroix. I go in 45 minutes. I gotta go get my other Moderna shot. I'll be right back. I'm going to fill the water up. Alright, I'm back. Should I buy now or wait till it dips? Confused. Buy over time, man. Buy over time. Buy over time. They're buddies, Jays? Yeah, dude. Talking to Nicole, mama. Talking to mama. All right. I was trying to make sure my appointment to go get my shot was at 3:15. Lay your head on my pillow, Stan. I got it, dude. Let me do it. Jason, if I seal all my AMC, if I sell my state, I'm not gonna be mad at you. I don't care. Big, it's your money, man. You know me, bro. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those people, man. If you sell, it's your money. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with it. You know what I mean? If anybody gets mad at you for selling your shares of whatever stock, I mean, yeah, I feel like it's kind of weird. That's up to you. I mean, I'm holding mine, but I can't tell you what to do with your own money. At the end of the day, it's your money. It's your money. So AMC's just AMC's going through some trials and tribulations, chat. Doing its thing right now. I mean, GME's doing the same thing though, so. But the market as a whole has been doing the same thing. Why am I on ETH? I'm not even on Ethereum. My bad, my bad. Here we go. The Ethereum's been pop-a-lopping here lately though. I think we'll see Ethereum over 3K coming up on the new CPI data. It's coming up month. We're about what? New CPI data is about 12 days away. Yeah, 12 days away. 12 days, brother. Buying Nicola. LaCoy, get out of here now. Hold him, buy more. You guys can tell him. I can't tell him what to do. For the weekend, man. Fall back and Bruce. Yo, big. Hey, thank you so much, Sal. That makes you the top donor of the day. Which means you got the biggest donger in the chat. Smacking everybody with it. Yo, thank you, Sal. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I'll need it, man. I'll need it for my sore arm tomorrow from the vaccine shot. My arm's gonna be like a little wet noodle. The wet noodle arm. Nah, it's not that bad. Pretty much like getting your good old flu shot. The ape dong, exactly, Sal, dude, exactly. Gonna let my arm sore for 2 days? Yeah. About 2 days. Pretty much, big. Pretty much. Then it goes away, you don't even know it anymore, but. Yo, goat, man, that's not a thing with Moderna. You're talking about Johnson & Johnson, but seven people. You have a greater chance of taking birth control and getting a blood clot. But I know what you're talking about. I wouldn't take the Johnson & Johnson shot anyway. I trust mRNA shots, but I trust the technology there. I wouldn't, me personally, I wouldn't get AstraZeneca or Johnson & Johnson myself, but mostly because the other shots are a lot more effective, right? Just a lot more effective anyway. Moderna and Pfizer's. Could use some brew right now. Heck yeah, Sal. Heck yeah. But I feel like there's a lot of misinformation that goes around, though. Unfortunately. I bought mvis at 1950, thinking it would go to 25, right before the earnings report. Dude, earnings right now are just being garbage for all companies, right? Even if they're doing great, they still go down. You know what I mean, Brian? Even if I'm doing great, they still go down. What can you do, bro? What can you do? Yo, thanks, Swifty. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate anybody that hit the like button today. And anybody who subbed, it means a lot. Hope everybody's having a great day. Nice day. Doge is doing good today, though. Doge is doing nice. Ethereum's doing good. You know, we're not like all-time highs or anything, but we're getting up there. I'm going to hold to try and get it back. Oh, you're talking about up to mvis is up top? Yeah, I mean, maybe just try buying in a little bit here and there to get your buying price down, Brian. It'll come up and meet you at some point. If you're looking at it historical wise, just judging by, you know, the last pass it's had. It should come back up and meet you. Obviously, if you buy in lower, it'll definitely come back up and meet you a lot sooner. Yeah, Kathy was better by mvis due to the LiDAR and help a biz out. What is that other company? There's been another company's been adding a lot of new people to their clientele. So like Lio, can't remember the exact name. I have to look it up later. Maybe I can find it right now. Has been adding a lot of peeps. Gorgeous days in Clarksville. Yo, nice, Ron. Yeah, it's pretty over here in Nashville, too, man. It's a pretty day in Nashville as well. It is pretty nice. Bosh. Oh, yeah, Velodon. Is that at Velodon? VLDR? They've been adding a lot to their clientele, it seems like it lately. Yeah, Velodon. That was the one that was adding quite a bit of people here lately. Stock hasn't moved a ton, though. I mean, I guess it's up from that $10 low it had. Dude, why don't all these like LiDAR companies like bounce around? Like, big swings. Like, crazy swings. Because they're all doing it. Oh, Fields? Yeah, hopefully he does good for Chicago, man. Hopefully he does good, Sal. Hopefully he does good. I think most of the people got good quarterbacks, right? Out of this last pool. Well, I feel like New England got the best quarterback for them because he's definitely a pocket passer. I feel like Fields definitely fits in Chicago due to their offense style they want to do. I think he should do well there. I guess it all depends on, like, you know, arms and stuff. He's just got arm strength. Just depends on if it transfers over to out of college to, you know, the NFL. Is it a good time to buy Doge? Robin, I think it's a great time to buy. It's just don't buy all in at once right now, right? Split your money. How much money you have? Split it into like 4s or 5s or something. Andy Dalton's good when he wants to be, right? He has flashes, but he definitely has these like down moments too, where he's just terrible. Sometimes Andy Dalton will surprise you and do really, really good for a little bit, and all of a sudden it falls off the wheels again. Dude, he had a few good seasons there, man, though, where Andy Dalton was at the Bengals was just doing great. He's definitely a I guess like a momentum quarterback. He's on his all momentum. What do you think, Rodgers? He obviously wants to go to San Francisco because of his wife, right? He'd probably rather go to San Francisco because of his wife. What I would figure. What do you think about Hotcoin? I have no idea about Hotcoin. I'll be honest, Kamal. Be very, very honest with it. Back up for Mahomes. Oh Lord, dude. I feel like he's either going to go to the Broncos or go to the 49ers. That's my guesses. 49ers or the Broncos. Maybe even the Raiders. Raiders would work too because you're close to, you know, California. And his wife, again, his wife can do a lot more jobs there in those areas. That'd probably be my top 3 picks. That I would say probably San Francisco would be number 1 on this list, I'm guessing. Then maybe like Las Vegas and then the Broncos. Those three would probably be the top three you'd probably want to go to. More, I'm sure you'd probably rather get west further if you can. What I would guess. Grady left the chat. He's gone. See, that made me happy. I hate the Packers. The good old Packers. I feel like they definitely done. I feel like they done him dirty for sure, though. You know, they for the past, like, how many years have the Packers just all first round picks have been defense? They don't really try to, like, build around him like a ton. Lots of drop passes last year as well. I mean, you can't blame him. I'd be mad too. I mean, on the fourth down, he could have scored a touchdown. They didn't let him do that. They did the kick, obviously, yada, yada, yada. You know how it worked out. Can't blame him. Can't blame him, man. I'm in on XRP and Doge. Got in last night. Originally bought in January 7th. Just pulled out my initial investment amount, but I've still got 3x. That's a trade still. Yo, nice, man. Good stuff, man. Dude, that's the best way to do it, honestly. Add in a little bit of time. Maybe take out a little bit of your original investment back out at a time as well. I mean, Jay, I mean, it's really real. I mean, it kind of stinks, man, but, you know, they definitely did him dirty. You can't say nothing about it. I mean, I don't blame Rodgers for wanting to leave. I mean, they did me the same way. I'd want to leave too. I would want to leave. Like, let me out. I'm gone. I don't blame him. Prediction on Doge. I think we'll hit $1 by the end of the year on Doge. That's pretty much my prediction on it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor by any means. Well, that's the thing, Jet. They keep doing first round defense, which is fine, but you got to do something other. The first time, man, they picked anybody on the offensive side for first round was they traded up to get Rodgers' replacement. And that right there could be end up being a bust, right? I think Jordan Love could be good. It's just I don't know if his college talents is going to transfer to the NFL talents. So you're definitely taking a risk there. You know? I think who was that? Who was the quarterback from North Dakota State? I think the North Dakota State quarterback could be one of the bigger, better players in the NFL, honestly. Can't remember his name, though. He went to the 49ers. Anybody knows? Lance, Trey Lance, that's it. I think he actually might be really well in the NFL. He's a pretty big-bodied guy. Fear Love will not be so great. I hope he does good. I don't want to see anybody do bad. You know what I'm saying, Jet? I don't see anybody doing bad. He had really good talent in college. You know what I mean? He had really good talent in college. I just don't know if it's going to transfer over big into the NFL. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does, though. Yeah, Trey Lance 2019, man, that guy lit it up. And it's often some of these quarterbacks, man, that are from like the smaller schools that is crazy good in the NFL. And Trey Lance has a massive arm too. I'm actually hoping he does good, man. Yeah, I'm hoping he does well, Derek. Honestly, he's got a massive arm. He's big too. He can just run. He runs over people. Hopefully, he doesn't do that in the NFL, right? I don't want to see him get hurt. He's a good passer though too. That's what I like about Trey Lance. He's a big guy. He's a good passer, but he can take off and hurt you with his feet as well. I'm hoping he does. I hope he does good. I think he could be like Cam Newton. It's just he can't do what Cam Newton did, right? Cam Newton ran himself to pretty much to getting hurt a lot, and then ended up now. You see what happened now, man. Like Cam Newton's early years were amazing. Here lately, it's not been so great because he's been very hurt, though. He had the foot injury. He played through that whole season. He had the surgery on that. He hasn't really been the same since then. But hopefully they can get, you know, Trey Lance. Obviously, with his feet, he's definitely going to run, but hopefully he doesn't get hurt a lot. He's got a big old arm, dude. Got a big arm. Do I play video games? I do play video games, yeah. Yeah, Cody. I don't get to play as much as I used to, though. Next, Wilson. Yeah, I can definitely see that as well. Honest, I can see Wilson. I'm proud of Charge Point, love. Yo, me and you both. I love Charge Point. Charge Point's great. Ray Chubb will sack any quarterback again and again and again. Oh, good old Von Miller, man. Von Miller had a lot of off-season, you know, a lot of off-season badness going on, though, too. Unfortunately. Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, North Dakota State's quarterback coach is great. But again, Trey Lance is just a beast, man. Man's big. I honestly thought that New York Jets were going to take Trey Lance. And I was like, RIP Trey Lance. But then they took the other guy. What's his name? The little, like, I can't remember his name. They took him. To me, like, that guy reminds me of another, who's the last quarterback? Can't remember his name off the top of my head. He got traded down to North Carolina, the Carolinas, I guess. He got traded down to Carolina. He reminds me of him again, though. Yo, what's up, man? What's up, brother? What do I think about Twitter? I like Twitter. Yeah, the little guy. He reminds me of the last guy they had, though. I figured they would have went with somebody different. Not Bridgewater. They just traded him. New York traded him, not Carolina. Carolina traded Bridgewater to the Broncos. I love how we're talking about football now. Guys, by the way, guys, I love sports, so I love sports. I feel like I'm a nerd through and through on everything, whether it's sports or whatever it is. Stocks, crypto, man, money markets, sports. I don't care. Want to see me some more green bars on GME? I mean, you both. I want to see green bars everywhere. I want to see them everywhere. Yeah, Darnold. Yeah. He reminded me of a smaller Darnold. I'm hoping he does good because I hate that the Jets had such bad luck with quarterbacks. But also, you know, the Jets kind of did it to themselves with the last couple coaches they've had too. Last couple coaches they've had, they kind of done it to themselves. I don't know why they hired the guy from Miami. Who's just, I just don't think he's a great coach, head coach anyway. PLTR right now is, where's PLTR? I haven't looked at it in a minute. Earlier it was below 23. Trying $23, man. It's definitely a good buy zone. PLTR is definitely at a good buy zone. Under 23 bucks. Where I like to buy at, if you can get it under 23. Obviously, I'll buy it under 25, though. I'll buy it under 25. Yeah, are you talking about Twitter stock? Yeah, right now would be a good time to buy Twitter stock, Pinterest, things like that are down. Definitely good times to buy because they both had really great earnings. So yeah, hopefully he does, man. I don't know why they hired that Adam guy last year. It was I don't know. Especially after you see what happened in Miami. I mean, look what he did. Look what he did to Ryan Tannehill, man, in Miami. For God's sakes. You see how Ryan Tannehill is in Tennessee? Like he was in college, man. Flinging the ball. Sometimes it's all the coaches. You know what I mean? If you don't have coaches coaching you right, you're not going to make it very far in the NFL. Even if you have pure talent. NFL is a lot different than college. Well, it's all it makes, man. It's a good coach. That's the problem. Twitter stocks take any hit when Trump got booted. I think it went down a little bit back then, like a few bucks. I can't remember. Then it went right back up though. Tannehill to the moon, dude. I like Tannehill a lot, honestly. I liked him in college too. We got Tannehill, man, for super cheap from Miami because they thought he was busted quarterback, which he wasn't. He just had a terrible coaches. Now, I do think Miami's coach right now is a way better, man. Way better coach than they've had. Some player in NFL has accepted all to pay form a Bitcoin, man. Dude, that's going to be crazy smart. That'd be awesome. Give my payments in Bitcoin, baby. Speaking of Bitcoin payments, you guys want $25 worth of free Bitcoin. If you do sign up with this link right here for Voyager, get that $25. All you do is trade $100. Pretty much, you know, transfer $100 in from a different platform or whatever. Down because they missed. Yeah. We down a wee bit. It wasn't that big of a miss though. The problem is right now with, oh rip. The problem is right now, man, is like even if you have really, really good, you know, stats and good, you know, earnings, the market has no cares for it. Go get on the bullet to keep the cowboy. I would, man. I'm getting my vaccine shot today, so then my arms will be sore. Next weekend, man. Next weekend, baby. Let me install this real quick. Yeah, celebrate a good week. Well, it seems like stocks are struggling, but crypto is taking off. Well, one reason why is because we're getting closer to the weekend. Two, another reason why is because we're getting closer to CPI data again. Seems like at the end of the months, man, if you go back and look at like the last like 3 months, towards the end of the months, we keep seeing the cryptos usually start spiking back up. With some waves, and then the closer you get to that 10th to 13th area when the CPI data comes out, it starts going way back up. Starting to hit new highs again. Pfizer 2 weeks ago, I feel amazing. Yo, nice, Arthur. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. It's good. I'm good. I'm glad we're, more and more people. I read today that 100 million people have gotten their second dose. 100 million people, which is great. And obviously that numbers will keep going up, man. That'll help out stocks as well. You know, more places open up more. Perfecto, man. Good for us all. Makes you talk about Bitcoin. I mean, it does make you talk about it. I agree with that. How will we be able to spend them, man? I don't know. Spend them whatever you want. Reinvest them again. Reinvest them some more. That's what I like to do. I take tendies and reinvest those tendies, and then reinvest those tendies and those tendies. Good to hear. I get Pfizer number 2 next week, and I've been feeling good since 1. Nice, Cameron. Nicole got hers. Other than a sore arm, she had body chills and stuff. Other than that, good, man. Kind of like with the flu shot, pretty much. Every time I get the flu shot, I get chills as well. But that's just how they work. 15 minutes, man. Some people don't get anything. Like my mom got hers and she didn't have anything at all. Her arm didn't even hurt. No, I had the hurting arm for like a day and a half and it went away. Just not really hurting, it's sore. Right? Same. It's kind of what always happens to me with flu and everything shots I ever get, though. Someone said wouldn't it be the same if we got paid in dollars and then converted it to Bitcoin? I mean, you could, yeah. You could do that. And then Moneybag Joe out here with stimmies and vaccines, man. It's like a drug dealer out here. Oh, dude. Yeah, definitely get a. Honestly, I got like a. When I got mine, I got like a sense of relief. You know what I mean? Definitely felt like a bag was lifted off my shoulders a little bit. It's like, good lord. Look, I'm at crypto. They are revealing this summer affect others. I don't think it's really going to affect anything, Roland. The government style cryptos, because Again, those are just like money. Like it's just like paper money in your wallet, man. You know what I mean? It's like paper money in your wallet. It's just encrypted. It's just in a digital form. To me, it's like having money on your card. Yeah, but yeah, the arm, man, the arm. Some people have the arm pain a little bit, or like the soreness. Some don't. I think every time I get a vaccine, though, I'm always get a sore arm, though. No matter what it is, for like 2 days, and then it's good to go. I'm new to everything. Should I buy Dogecoin right now? I think if you're buying right now, definitely buy in over time. If you're buying Doge right this second. I mean, that goes for any second, right? What I mean by that is just buy a little bit over time. Don't buy in all right now. I don't know how much money you have or how much money you're going to invest, but maybe try to split that up a little bit over the next like few days, at least. Probably what I would do with it. It's not probably what I do. It's what I do, honestly. Definitely what I would do. Yeah, I seen that, Cameron. I seen that. You might see that more often, honestly. You might see that more often. That bothers me, so it was a shock. Dude, flu shot always gives me like the one. It gives me the cold chills, pretty typical for me, and it gives me like a sore arm for like a day or so. But to me, it's better than getting the flu and being sick for like 2 weeks. So I was like, you know, whatever. Also, I've had the COVID, man, last year, and I was sick with it for 5 weeks. And I ain't trying to have that again. So if I can prevent it, or at least like this shot, if I do get it, it's like a lot less worse and a lot less, you know, long. I'll take it all day long. Shoot me up, baby. Shoot me up. Hopefully get a bunch above 10 on AMC before close. That's what I was hoping would happen. I was hoping we get a push before 10. We have a little push right here coming on GME as well. We got a little bit, right? We got like 12 minutes left. We got 12 minutes left. Maybe there's like some big orders that come through. Some big fatties, man. Some big fatty addies coming through on AMC. Towards the end. Let me in, baby. Let me in. Where's my wallet at, too? I gotta get my wallet ready. Literally, I'm gonna get off stream at 3 and then go straight over there. Buy Doge at? I buy my Doge right here on Voyager or right here on the webull. Can I ask? Yeah, you can ask a question, Elite. Yeah, man. Ask away, brother. 40K sell wall at 10K. Yeah, they were adding up earlier too. Well, right now it's a 6K right here. You got a 30K buy at 988. Some of these probably real. Some of maybe some of these right here might just be computers, and they'll kind of lavish out in between. Earlier there was a big time, man. Big up, and then pop. We have multiple sideways day for the most part. We didn't have our downturn right here till what, about like 1 o'clock? I mean, like 12. Well, I guess around 12 o'clock, really. 12:31. Then when we started seeing that downward fall. I was hoping we'd stay above our view app line. But hey, man, sometimes wishful thinking. Yo, chat, if you guys haven't, make sure to hit the like button below. It'd be extra awesome, nice. Also, shout out to anybody who donated today. Anybody who subbed today as well. I appreciate it. Well, webull is different because the reason why webull is different is because you can buy and sell stocks as well. And if you're not holding long term, webull's going to be better because you're not paying the bid ask spread so much. Whereas if you're holding long term, then Voyager will be better because long term you're going to get paid interest over on Voyager. So it's different. So commission free stuff for one, and more shorter term things. For more longer term stuff, obviously I put my stuff over on Voyager. But I do have coins in both apps. I do have coins in both apps. It just depends on which coins I'm going to be holding long term or which coins I'm just selling and trading right now. Now, if I'm going to hold it like more than like 3 months, I'm probably going to put it on Voyager though. Looks like we might get up, chat, to the $10 mark right here. We have a push up on the RSI right here as well. Maybe. Diamond hands and a heart of gold. Yo, nice, Roland. Can you convert a coin? I mean, you can transfer the coins out of Coinbase to Voyager, yeah. You can also churn money out, right? That's the reason why I said you get that $25 worth of free Bitcoin right there. I would at least sign up for Voyager and get the $25 worth of free Bitcoin. Why not? Get they free money. You don't want to answer my question. Elite, what was your question again? So many questions. Okay, if I'm scalping with 60K Doge, will I get taxed on every transaction I make? Well, your profits, yes. You'll get taxed on your profits. I don't know how much your profits are, but depending on how much profits you have per one, your profits will get matched, not your other money. So whatever your profit is on the P&L, that's what you get taxed on per transaction. You don't get taxed on that whole bit. So if you have, let's say you put in $1,000 and then you make $1,100, or you make another $100 off that, you're gonna get charged on that $100. You only get charged on that whole $1,100 because you already been charged on that $100 before. That makes sense. What calls for next week? Interesting for a swing if they can hold. Saw a ton of action earlier. Who knows? Maybe buying. I mean, pretty much what I would do, honestly, Rampage, man, is I just don't like buying short-term calls. You don't know. Short-term calls a lot of times end up with you losing money. I would at least go like a month or more. But I mean, you might have bigger cojones than I got, man. My cojones are so small. I got those small cojones. Cojones. You can write off $3,000 worth of losses, Richard. 3,000, man's the limit. Don't forget about Arnold, man. Never forget about Arnold, bro. You can never forget about Arnold. Arnold's a beast. He's a beast, man. Six minutes, man. Pretty much 5 minutes, really. Pretty much 5 minutes. AMC's dead. I mean, I haven't. Have you guys heard anything about AMC having bankruptcy? And I have not. Can you show me the bankruptcy papers, bro? I need to see them, man. Now I'll believe you that AMC's dead if you show me those papers. I gotta see those papers first. Got to see the papers. That's all I asked. That's all I asked, bro. Yo, nice, man. The battle for 1001. It's the battle. The little things, Joe. It's the little things, baby. The little things. Yeah, if you're under a certain amount, like, yeah, you don't have to, but most people are probably gonna make more than that. Oh, the old the cartoon games. Oh yeah, the arcades, man. Good old arcades. I'd love to go get some like nice old arcades, like Space Invaders. You know, things like that'd be great. I'd love to have like a nice old like arcade setup. Asteroids would be another great one, man. Centipede. There'll be some good ones to have in there. Like Space Invaders, probably the most popular one. Obviously, you have Pac-Man, like Donkey Kong, Miss Pac-Man, you know. Good old Joust, dude. That's does he? Galaga? Dude, yeah, that's a good one as well. Some really, really good ones out there. Good old what's that? I guess it's Galaga, Galaxian. I remember Missile Command too, dude. Good old Missile Command. It'd be nice to have some old ones. Remember Burger Time? I remember playing Burger Time. There were some good ones out there. I remember good old Popeye too. Smashing the video game. Smashing into the video. Good old Popeye. AMC order book? Yeah, I'll bring it up. Oh! It's gonna be a battle right here, man, between shells and stuff. We got a minute, we'll bring it up. Are we gonna do it? We have Accelerator come through and knock us below, who knows? There's some orders right here at $10 though, keeping us right above it. Oh no! No! Ooh. There we go. Back up to 10, baby. Back up to 10. And this should be. I think we're right there at it. Should be it. Oh. I think we ended at 10:01 right there, man. The claps, chat. The claps. I think we ended right at like 10:01 area. I have no idea what to do with my hands. Touch your bum. Wish your hands, man. There's a lot of orders came through right here, man. Big orders for lots of places. Lots of orders. For lots of places. We did it. I mean, we stayed above $10. You gotta take it, man. You gotta take it. Yeah. Bathtubs are expensive. The bathtubs are expensive, honestly. You're not wrong, man. Remember the video games tracking? I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that. I do. You guys wonder what I'm using? I'm using Webull. Sign up Webull right here, man. Get you some free monies. Also, get you $25, man, with the Voyager link as well. Turn free money out, man. Right there you go. The code right there is 5E93B3. But chat, that'll be it for me today, guys. I know it's a shorter stream, but I have to go get my Moderna shot. I gotta go get Moderned. Moderned. Appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out, man. And I will see you guys later. Definitely we'll do some crypto streams this weekend as well. I have a video out later tonight. Maybe we'll do a video stream tonight for some crypto chills and talks. We'll see what happens, man. Yep, stock market closed, crypto opens. Crypto opens. Seems to be the plan, at least. Also, join our Discord channel. Right here, man. Discord. Join it. Do it. See you guys. Peace out, fam. Stay safe.